Hi, and welcome to the first development vlog for the spooky platformer I am currently making. Since this is my first dev vlog, it seems fitting to take a second to introduce myself.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
I've been working in the art industry for the past decade, mostly in sculpture and installation art. I live in Colorado with my husband Michael and our new puppy Chroma. He's actually really sweet. Having been an analog artist for most of my life, I've spent the last 3 years familiarizing myself with Photoshop, taking courses, and practicing. I love designing my own game assets, and I feel like I'm finally ready to commit to making a game of my own. But there is one glaringly obvious problem here.
So, do I know how to use a game engine, you ask? No. The answer is no.
Well, let me back up. See, I started learning Unity, and it was all well and fine, except for the fact that I didn't really understand what I was doing. I was following tutorials and taking a really great course, but the simplest mistakes, like leaving a gizmo on, would end up crashing my game and I would work my way into disaster.
Luckily, I've got a trick up my sleeve, so to speak.
Remember my husband sitting back there with his intense-looking setup? Well, he's a visual effects artist, and to say he's adept in Unreal Engine would be an understatement. So I decided to trust his advice and make the switch from Unity to Unreal. It's intimidating to say the least. But on the plus side, I will have help in real time from the expert that works next to me all day long.
Alright, so let's dive into the game. I want to create a game that reflects the cozy, spooky, and warm feeling of autumn and Halloween night. I want the player to feel enveloped and transported into this haunting yet cozy world of mystery and nostalgia. I have a vision of low-lying fog, falling autumn leaves, cemetery, warm glowing lights, and of course a haunted mansion.
For this project, I'm going to be using Photoshop and Unreal Engine. As you can see, I've been designing assets in more of a storybook style. I'm doing this to make sure everything looks cohesive, and it helps to wrap my mind around the level design as it relates to the story of the game. So to get started, I am setting up a system for organizing my basic to-dos and larger milestones. I've used a handful of different organizational tools in the past, but what I found works best for me is a basic checkoff list, and then use that to correspond with a Miro board. I start with a brain dump of whatever tasks I can think of, then organize everything as it relates together. And if I have time, I'll transfer these to a Google Doc. Also, to go along with this, I've got my day planner so I can focus on weekly goals and schedule them out from there. Plus, I read a study that found people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them than those who don't. I'm setting up different areas in my Miro board for now, and I'll be adding onto them as I go. I know this system seems like a lot and might seem inefficient to some, but for me it works really well, so I'll continue to use it for now.
For me, it's too much to tackle everything in one work session, so I'm going to focus on my top 3, which are assets, level design, and learn Unreal Engine. Nice.
For today, I think I want to work on finishing up the Haunted Mansion asset. The only other thing besides the door that needs fixing is the left side of the Haunted Mansion feels a little unbalanced, so I might be adding a back porch to even things out. I may rework this more later on, but for now I'm really happy with it. And that should do it for today. We'll see you in the next one.
Can you even see my face? It's really bright. Alright, let's stop recording.